In the dusty cradle of India's ancient mines, beneath the harsh sun of Golconda, a single stone lay waiting to shape empires, destroy dynasties, and outlive every hand that dared to claim it. The Kohinoor, Mountain of Light, a name that promised brilliance but carried a curse no ruler could escape. Its story is not merely of glitter and conquest, it's the silent, tragic journey of a gem that became a witness to blood, betrayal, and empire. The birth of a legend. Centuries ago, in the heart of the Deccan Plateau, miners of the Kakatiya dynasty worked tirelessly in the Kohinoor mines along the banks of the Krishna River. It was here, around the 13th century, that the diamond was said to have been found. A stone so large and pure that even the dim oil lamps of the mines seemed to tremble in its reflection. Legends say that the miner who unearthed it was blinded, not by light, but by destiny itself, for the Kohinoor was never meant to belong to any one man. The Kakatiya kings were the first to claim it, adorning their temple idols with the gem as an offering to the divine. But what began as devotion would soon turn to greed. Word of the stone's brilliance spread across kingdoms, from the Deccan to Delhi, from Delhi to Persia, and the race to possess it began. The First Blood. When the armies of the Delhi Sultanate marched south under Alauddin Khilji in the early 14th century, they carried fire and fury. They looted temples, seized treasures, and among them the Kohinoor vanished from the sanctum of Warangal. It resurfaced in Delhi, placed among the spoils of war. For the Sultan, it was a symbol of divine favor, proof that destiny had chosen him. Yet the jewel's glow dimmed the lives of many around him. His empire soon crumbled into chaos, and his successors were torn apart by civil war. The diamond passed quietly from one ruler to another, its name changing, but its curse remaining the same. Every hand that held it saw power, glory, and ruin in swift succession. The Mughal era, the gem of kings. It was during the rise of the Mughals that the Kohinoor reached the zenith of its glory. Babur, the founder of the dynasty, received the gem from the defeated Sultan of Delhi after the Battle of Panipat in 1526. Babur recorded it in his memoir, the Baburnama, calling it a jewel beyond all estimation. Under his grandson Akbar, the diamond became a part of the legendary Mughal peacock throne, a dazzling masterpiece encrusted with rubies, emeralds, and pearls. At its center gleamed the Kohinoor, symbolizing the empire's eternal strength. The Mughal court chroniclers wrote of its brilliance, how it caught the sun's fire and scattered it across marble halls, how courtiers bowed before it as though it were alive. But even under the grandeur of Akbar and Shah Jahan, the diamond whispered its warning. When Aurangzeb ascended the throne through betrayal and bloodshed, the stone once again watched as family turned against family. Empires grew vast, yet peace remained elusive. The Kohinoor had become more than a jewel. It was a mirror reflecting the human hunger for immortality. The fall of the Peacock Throne. By the 18th century, the Mughal Empire had begun to decay. In 1739, from across the western mountains, came Nadir Shah of Persia, a conqueror both feared and ruthless. He stormed Delhi, slaughtered thousands, and carried away the Peacock Throne along with the Kohinoor. As legend goes, when he first saw the diamond, its light caught his eye like a divine spark. He named it Kohinoor, the Mountain of Light. But even Nadir Shah's triumph was short-lived. Within years, he was assassinated in his sleep, his empire collapsing into chaos. The diamond, stained once more with blood, vanished into obscurity. From Persia, it traveled through deceit and plunder to Afghanistan, resting with Ahmad Shah Durrani, founder of the Durrani Empire. In his royal court, the gem shone once again, but so too did the shadows of destiny. Every successor of Durrani who possessed it faced rebellion, betrayal, or death. The jewel had become an omen whispered through royal corridors, the light that blinds kings. The Sikh chapter. A symbol of pride. By the early 19th century, as the Mughal and Persian powers faded, the Kohinoor found its way into the hands of Maharaja Ranjit Singh, the Lion of Punjab. Ranjit Singh, who forged the Sikh empire through valor and vision, saw the diamond not as a curse, but as a sacred emblem of divine favor. He placed it in his treasury in Lahore, guarded day and night by his most trusted soldiers. For a time, the Kohinoor seemed at peace. Ranjit Singh ruled with justice and strength, uniting the land like no ruler before him. Yet even he sensed the diamond's dark legacy. Before his death in 1839, he willed that the gem be donated to the Jagannath Temple in Puri to end the chain of human greed. But his wish was ignored. After his death, his empire fractured. Intrigue and civil wars tore through Punjab. One by one, his heirs died mysteriously, poisoned, overthrown, or executed. The British East India Company, watching from the shadows, saw its chance. The British takeover. In 1849, after 2 Anglo-Sikh wars, the British annexed Punjab. The 10-year-old Maharaja Duleep Singh, Ranjit Singh's last surviving son, was forced to surrender the Kohinoor to Queen Victoria. The journey of the diamond from Lahore to London was not one of triumph, but of tragedy. It was placed aboard a ship, the HMS Medea, sailing through storms so violent that the crew believed the gem cursed the voyage itself. Yet it reached England safely, presented ceremoniously to the Queen as the spoils of empire. When it was first displayed at the Great Exhibition of 1851 in London, the British public was underwhelmed. The gem, though large, lacked the sparkle of modern cuts. Queen Victoria had it recut to enhance its brilliance, from 186 to 105 carats, but in doing so, half its size was lost. Its light grew sharper, but its soul dimmer. Still, in that glass case in the Tower of London, it became the symbol of an empire on which the sun never set, yet one that had taken its light from others. The cursed light. Through the decades, whispers of the Kohinoor's curse continued to haunt the British royal family. Tradition arose that only queens could wear it, never kings, for every man who possessed it had met ruin. And so, the diamond adorned the crowns of Queen Alexandra, Queen Mary, and later Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother. It gleamed during coronations, weddings, and processions, silent, eternal, and indifferent to those who claimed ownership. In India, however, it became a wound, a relic of loss. To many, the Kohinoor symbolized not just a diamond stolen, but centuries of history taken away. Every time it caught the light in London, its reflection fell across the memory of millions in the land it was born. The return debates. After India gained independence in 1947, calls for the return of the Kohinoor began almost immediately. Successive governments of India, Pakistan, Iran, and Afghanistan each laid claim to it, citing different chapters of its journey. But the British Crown maintained its possession, arguing that it had been obtained legally under the Treaty of Lahore, though history tells a story written in coercion and loss. Each time the debate resurfaced, the world remembered the curse. Those who took the Kohinoor never truly owned it. They only borrowed it from time, and time never forgets. The diamond beyond empires. As the 21st century dawned, the Kohinoor still sat in its glass case, shimmering beneath artificial lights. Tourists lined up daily to catch a glimpse, some out of awe, others out of anger. But beyond the politics, beyond the claims, there remained a deeper truth. The Kohinoor was not a stone of kings. It was a witness. It had seen the rise and fall of dynasties, the march of empires, the greed of men, and the weight of destiny. From the sacred temples of Warangal to the royal halls of Delhi, from the deserts of Persia to the misty skies of London, it had traveled farther than any human dream. Perhaps its true curse was not destruction, but remembrance, the eternal reminder that power is fleeting, And that light, when stolen, always casts a shadow. The unending legacy. Today, the Kohinoor remains locked in the Tower of London's Jewel House, resting on the Queen Mother's crown. Each year, millions of eyes fall upon it, but few truly see it. The diamond's brilliance hides its burden, the centuries of blood and ambition it carries within. India, Pakistan, and others still seek its return. Yet even if it were to come home, could it truly belong to anyone again? Or has it transcended ownership, becoming a part of history itself, untouchable, eternal, and tragic? The story of the Kohinoor is the story of humanity's endless chase for power, and the price we pay for it. Empires rise and fall, crowns glitter and fade. But the Kohinoor endures, cold, beautiful, and silent. It remains what it always was. Not a treasure, but a test. Not a symbol of victory, but a mirror reflecting the truth that no man can own light forever. If this story of the Kohinoor moved you, the diamond that outlived kings, empires, and centuries, then remember, history's most dazzling lights often hide the darkest shadows. Subscribe now for more untold histories and lost legacies, stories where the past still whispers through time, because every gem, every ruin, every legend still has a voice waiting to be heard.